Hey guys, and welcome to another video with me, Paul from Golden FM, and this is just a follow-up video from the previous one, which was asking you what team I should be in an FM13 YouTube series. So these are some of the suggestions you made, not all of them, because that would be a bit hard to do a poll on if there was 30 different teams to pick from. So I've selected quite a few championship teams, a few premiership teams, and some teams abroad as well. So it's quite a good mix. I don't want anything really challenging. The lowest I've got is League 1, because obviously YouTube series do take quite a long time, even just to complete one season, because it just takes quite a long time basically. So I will probably do other more challenging video series, but we'll just show, after each season how I've done. But this is one where I will be quite into it, quite detailed with the videos and show every result, etc. So the first team suggested was from a follower of ours, that's from Singapore, who regularly interacts with us, and it's a Singaporean team called HOUGANG United. I'm not sure if that's the correct pronunciation, but I love the logo. That is an incredible logo. I love it. I believe that's a leopard or a cheetah, but it looks pretty impressive. I think it's a leopard. But yeah, that's the first choice. Then we've got BLACKBURN Rovers, English Championship team, relegated from the Premiership last season. So the challenge could be for me to try and get them back into the top flight. The next choice is Blackpool FC. Also in the English Championship, got relegated a couple of seasons ago from the Premiership after 1 year in the top flight. So that would be quite an interesting team to manage. Quite a fun team. They've got youngsters, Tom Ince and Matt Phillips. So a bit of future potential there. Next choice, Sheffield Wednesday, also in the English Championship. Got promoted from League 1 last season. Very famous English team with a big stadium. So that would be quite an interesting game as well. MOLDE FK. Is it MOLDE or MOLDE or I think it's MOLDE. They're in the Norwegian top division. There's a lot of Norwegian followers we have, so that'll be a good one for you guys to select, I suppose. I've managed in Norway before on FM12, but in the bottom division. That was a very fun game. Just one season, sort of travelled around a bit. But yeah, that would be a great game to play, I think. Probably quite an easier one because they're one of the top teams in Norway. I generally didn't select two big teams because, especially in the Premiership, I don't want too easy in a challenge. This is FLOTA SWINOUJSCIE. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, Polish people. But this is a team from the Polish second division. Quite an interesting team. I don't know anything about them, but I reckon it would be quite a good game to manage. So if you want me to see me manage this team, vote for that team. Next is Newcastle United, very famous English Premiership team, as we all know. That would be quite a fun game, I think. They've got some good players, and maybe a push for the Champions League is possible with that team. But you might want me to try something more challenging than them. Athletic BILBAO, always one of the most commonly picked challenges on Football Manager, because you can only play players from the Basque region, and you have to play. It's all about youth and developing the youth. It's a very interesting game. They always do so well in Spain. It's quite unbelievable, really, how they've managed over the last few years, considering all the foreign inputs and that sort of thing. But I think that would be a very fun game to play. Although there are other YouTube series on YouTube, obviously, with this team, so you may want me to try someone different. And there's Napoli from Serie A. Very good Italian team. I love their players. I love the youth they have. I love although they've lost Lavezzi, but they've still got Cavani. So, but you might want me to try something more challenging once again. But if you want me to play in a Champions League team, then Napoli is your choice. Everton, they just do so well year after year with David Moyes. Can I emulate him? I don't know, but this is another team from the Premiership that you might want me to manage. Next choice, Huddersfield, promoted to the Championship from League One last season. We talked about this team quite a lot in the last few months because we thought it was a great team to manage on FM12 to get them from League One to the Premiership, but this time it's even easier because they're in the Championship already, so you may fancy me to manage this team. Sheffield United, I couldn't really put Wednesday in without putting Sheffield United in as a choice. Someone did suggest this, so I put them in. It's an English League One team, but they're probably the best team in League One, to be fair. So it would be quite easy the first season to get them promoted, but then after that it could be a bit more challenging. Depends if you want me to do a longer series, goes on for a bit longer. Then HANNOVER 96 from the Bundesliga, the only German team someone suggested. So, although someone did suggest Dortmund, but I thought that might be a bit easy. So this team could be a lot of fun. I've never really managed in Germany before, so if you want me to manage in Germany, in Deutschland, vote for this team. Next, Coventry City, the only other League One team relegated from the Championship last season. I love this badge, it's very random. An elephant with a first aid thing on it and a couple of birds and a castle. It's very random, but yes, anyway, if you want me to manage in League One with a team and try and get them back to glory days perhaps, then this is the team to pick. Southampton, promoted last season to the Premiership along with West Ham and Reading, of course. If you want me to manage this team, I've got a bit of a link to it because I'm at Southampton Uni. Since I've been at uni, they've got promoted twice, so I might be a lucky charm for them, although that charm may run out this season, who knows. But yeah, if you want me to manage this team, vote for them, obviously. Wigan, the team everyone seems to, no one just understands how they stay up year after year, but I would find it hilarious if they kept staying up and got to the Champions League or something ridiculous. Just because how annoyed everyone would get. It would be quite funny, to be honest. Norwich, can I keep them up? You can pick that team for me if you think I can. It would be quite a challenge because I would probably say they've got the weakest team along with Reading in the Premiership, so it would be quite hard. I love the city of Norwich. I've been there quite a few times. It's a beautiful city, so another reason maybe to pick them. IFK Göteborg from the Swedish top division. I can't remember what it's, the Alphins, something like that. But they're one of the biggest, if not the biggest team in Sweden, history-wise. So it could be quite easy to manage this team, although Malmo are very impressive. So if you're from Sweden, we've got a lot of Scandinavian followers from Norway, Sweden, so you might want me to pick this team. QPR, one of the teams everyone seems to hate this year, because they've spent so much money and still have such an average team, and everyone seems to hate Mark Hughes, but I don't mind them. I've got nothing against QPR, and I like Tarabt, so someone suggested this team, and so I may do it if it wins the poll. And lastly, another team everyone hates for obvious reasons, although I don't really mind. I don't have anything against any team really, to a huge extent, so if you want me to play with a rugby team, sorry Stoke fans, select Stoke City. Maybe I could play Barcelona football with them. That would be quite interesting. So if you want me to play with Stoke, I like some of their players. I like Pennant, he's still there, isn't he? And Etherington, and yep, that's about it. But yeah, oh, I like Begovic, he's a great keeper. So if you want me to manage that team, choose them. So the poll is in the description below. Vote, please, be open for a few days, and I'll put it on Twitter as well for people to vote, and then I will get the series underway in a couple of weeks' time when I've got Football Manager 2013. So it's going to be good. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and whatever, and comment. You can comment maybe a reason why I should be a certain team in the comments below if you want to, but just vote and that would be great. Thank you for watching.